Hello, and welcome to the Dahlia World Gardens presentation of Seattle at Dawn, a Mage the Ascension chronicle. I am our storyteller, Tim Dahlia. Thank you for joining us. We stream new episodes on the Dahlia World Garden YouTube channel every Monday at 4 p.m. Pacific Time. If you're watching this and you have no idea what's going on, check out our playlist of the previous episodes and get caught up. Trust me, it's wild and it's worth it. While you're there, subscribe to this channel. I know you see the big red button. It's right there. You'll feel better once you click it, and I'll have a small sense of validation. Now, there are all sorts of creatures in the world. It goes without saying that some are better suited to their environments than others. A fish can swim faster than a cat, and can breathe the water that surrounds it. The cat, though, can walk on land, climb trees, and sometimes catch the fish in a pool of water. When it comes to the supernatural creatures of the world of darkness, it is no different. The vampires thrive in the cities, surrounded by their targeted herds, while they suffer living only at night and cannot travel beyond the city borders very easily. The awakened are human at their core, and are just as adaptable. They can be found in as many places as humans, and more, like in the Umbra. Here, in the shadow of our mortal world, and beyond, mages find themselves surrounded by all manner of spiritual entities, each perfectly suited for its environment. And none more acclimated to the spirit wilds than the deadly protectors of Gaia, the werewolves, who call themselves Garou. Any mage unfortunate enough to become the prey of these frightening beasts are not likely to survive the encounter. Hoping to not become another sad supernatural statistic are the mages playing with us tonight. And Billie, we'll let you go first.
Okay, hi. I'm Billie. She, her, they, them pronouns. I play Charlie Newell. Charlie is a mushroom expert and a Verbena mage, and Charlie is incredibly out of his at least feeling very, very out of his element in the spirit wild, and not sure exactly what to do. Feeling like he can't really. Everything he tries feels very ineffective. So. And he's also very worried that he's going to get killed by this werewolf, and very worried about what the intentions of this other one that just showed up. Oh, it's a lot. It's a lot.
There's a lot you don't know, for sure. Okay. Alix.
Hi, I am Alix. I use they, them pronouns. And I'm kind of in the same boat that Charlie's in. I'm playing Jezzy, and Jezzy is confused because what the full hell is going on in this day. We have a new werewolf to worry about who has apparently been watching us for quite a while. So I'd really love to know what his deal is.
Okay. And Cindy.
I am Cindy. I use she, her pronouns, and I play Inea Blackwell, who has all of the ragrets right now. She is convinced that this entire escapade was poorly conceived from the start and really should have been studied for before they just sort of, jumped into the deep end. Hindsight is 2020, and she's going to kick herself for a while about that.
Understood. Okay. Well, the spirit wilds have not been kind to the night hunters. Upon entering the Umbra, you are able to navigate to not one, but two separate loons that may have been able to assist you by whisking you off to the Etherean realms. Alas, it wasn't to be, for you offended both and angered the second. Scaring the loon off, you took a break and camped by a river. Waking up, you prepared yourselves for the journey ahead. You were confronted by a Curiosus and played with it for a time, even solving its inner puzzle. As you wandered looking for signs, you found evidence of a recent battle between two large creatures. As it dawned on you that this danger took the shape of a giant two-legged wolf, you were attacked. The fearsome white beast toyed with and taunted you. Inea summoned her mad howlers, and that, with the assistance of Velvet, has kept the witch hunter at bay. But he is fast and resilient, and already scared off two of the howlers. Charlie fell victim to the delirium, the primal fear all humanity has for the predators of our ancestors. Once he choked down his fear, Charlie entered the fray, protecting Inea from further injury, allowing herself to treat her near crippling wounds. Jezebel attempted to affect the mind of the monster, but its rage has proven difficult to break through. Hope for a tomorrow seems lost. That is, until a red streak of fangs and furs leaps overhead, slamming into the aggressor, and that is where we will begin tonight. Let me adjust the video and introduce our guests, player Cammy.
Hello there.
Hello.
I am Alice.
And
Joining
fully
us.
in full face.
Full Krynos.
Yeah.
Joining us is Cammy Hines, our
Oh,
resident werewolf.
yes, the ears mean that I'm a werewolf.
Among other things.
Yes, kind of afraid to. Okay,
Oh,
you're gonna have to catch me up because I couldn't hear you.
I understand. Having followed the mages for some time, you were distracted when another of the people, another werewolf, attacked you. Furious battle took place and you were dragged off once you were knocked unconscious. Upon waking, you heard the sounds of wolves howling, screeching. You felt the rush of rage and changed form into the Krynos, the war beast, and rushed into the fray, seeing three helpless mages that you've been in one way or another watching and trying to protect in battle with a full Krynos form white Garou. You leaped and slammed into him, and that is where we start. I would like Alice to roll initiative.
While Alice does that, can I just say that I love the expressions on our tokens?
Yes. I
I just noticed that. I was like, okay, well, that's fitting.
yeah. Jezzy, I don't have access to the model, so I didn't do the same, but all right, what did Alice roll? Let's see. 5. Okay. Let me add that. You are going to be at the end of the initiative here. So I will say that we're starting at the end of the last round, so you will essentially get this first at the end of the last round, essentially. So, you have leapt into the fray, seeing this other Garou in there. What would you like to do?
It's already been attacking them?
It has. You actually see on the ground Inea with some grievous wounds that she's been dealing with, and Charlie himself also injured with 2 large claw marks.
Couple of us are looking a lot bloody.
Who's the guy attacking right now?
You do not know him. He is large and a little larger than you by about like 6 inches.
And very in charge of this situation.
Very in charge of the situation. He has expressed, well, you wouldn't have heard this, so you don't know. Your fight with him was not very vocal.
Is he attacking somebody right now? Like somebody specifically?
He currently has 3 spiritual wolves attacking him. Like one gripped onto his haunches, and others just going at trying to claw and bite.
Okay, so Alice, not looking too good, by the way. She's got some claw marks in her. Yeah.
She has some damage. This is the beginning of your turn. I will say, go ahead and at the lower left hand of the table where it says standard dice pool roll, roll 3. Roll 6 dice with a difficulty of 8.
Variable target number?
6. No. Sorry, 8. Okay, 1 success. That allows you to heal that last box of damage from crippled to 0. So you'll actually be at mauled.
You'll have to tell me if that's gives me any detriments or whatever.
So
Alice is...
most physical rolls will be at a -2. You do have gifts that can help mitigate that, or you can also spend rage to ignore wound penalties.
How bad would it be right now? Like, what would I... Oh, it's a -2. Is that right? -2? Or do I...
It is -2, yes. You do also have gifts that allow you to ignore pain for an extended period of time.
How long does it take? Is that like, would that take my entire round to do one of those gifts?
Yeah, a gift would take a turn. You can't, because it would require spending Gnosis, and you can't spend Gnosis and Rage in the same round.
Does Alice know what these wolves are? Has she seen them before?
You would recognize them as like spiritual embodiments of like the totem of wolf.
Okay. In that case, I'm going to try and jump in between the foe and whoever he was closest to. If not anybody, then I'm just going to try and get between him and the mages, and I'm going to use one of my gifts.
Okay, yeah, that would have been Charlie.
Is Charlie on the ground, did you say?
He's, if not on the ground, he's probably leaning over, like very, very injured. I don't think he's quite on the ground yet.
No, I think Nay was on the ground and Charlie was standing between her and the wolf, the silver white wolf, whatever it is.
Yes.
But they're both, Charlie and Nay are both bleeding copiously. And Jezzy is kind of behind Nay, doing her damnedest to do something to slow this white wolf down.
So Alice, your gifts are all listed in the Rotes tab. And what type of gift were you looking to do? Were you looking to ignore pain, to heal, to do damage? What sort of thing were you looking for?
We are going to ignore pain right now.
Okay, so resist pain, the level 1 gift. You would spend 1 willpower point to ignore all penalties for the rest of the scene. So just spend a willpower point. You can still take your actions.
Okay, I'm gonna do that, and then while I'm like skidding into place before Charlie, she's gonna growl at this guy. Do I know his name yet? Did he threaten me?
No.
Did we figure? No? Okay. I'm gonna growl, "You bastard! You should have made sure I was dead. I had extra lives." Just to try and catch his attention.
He looks at you and he responds, Fiano, bitch. I'll kill you along with all these witches.
Fools, you asshole. I'm not even a Fianna. But I can understand why I would say that, because I'm kind of a Merida werewolf.
A werewolf.
Not as fluffy, but you know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Those are some pretty fluffy ears right there on your head.
And I mistake. I did not get the voice quite right.
His voice is more like this.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
I will kill
Yes.
you and soak the Gaia with your blood.
Okay, that's better.
Yeah, he was saying all kinds of scary shit like that.
It was. It was a time.
Well, you can now ignore wound penalties, so whenever you do a dice roll, just make a dice pool modifier of 2 to compensate for the -2. When we get there, you can now do like an attack, or since it's only willpower that you need to spend, you can spend Gnosis or Rage.
What does that do?
So, this is an education. Rage, you can spend up to half your permanent ratings, so you've got 5. You can spend up to 3. And for each rage you spend, you can take an additional action for attack. You can, without any dice penalties. So you're very fast. You can also spend Gnosis for many of your gifts. Rage will also allow you to change forms at an instant.
Yeah, we'll not be doing that.
Kind of gonna need those claws.
I think I'm just gonna try and rip this guy a new asshole, so I'm going to
Just
Right in his face.
The rage is it is uncontrollable at this point for you.
Yeah, Alice just like howls and she starts ripping into this guy with her claws, dodging, the wolves, but trying to go for this guy's just to fuck him up.
I'd say that you instinctually get in sync with the wolves. So
I need to spend some rage. You said up to 3?
you can spend up to 3, yes.
Well, we're gonna go with 2.
Okay. So that would allow you 3 full attacks.
Yeah, so I'm gonna attack him 3 times and just try it. Rip, rip, rip.
Okay. And that's with the claw attack, yes?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Combat systems.
Oh,
She's
nice.
even wearing the claws.
Aren't they cool?
Yes.
yes.
Okay. So make a dice pool. Actually, I'll make the dice pool for you, just for ease. Claw attack is strength plus brawl. And alright, so you have a button that says claw attack. it's going to be difficulty 6, but the dice pool modifier is going to be 6 as well, because you get extra strength for being in Krino's form, and you're not taking any wound penalties.
Okay, DP mod you said was 2 on this?
6.
That was the difficulty.
Now the difficulty is also 6. Getting a
So,
lot
yes.
of dice for this.
I like that. Oof.
All right. 1 success for the first attack. Do it a second time. Okay, 2 successes, so that's total 3 so far. And go ahead and do the third attack. Four successes. Okay, so 1, 2, and 4. All right, he's going to
Go home and rethink his life.
That would be good. I would be okay with that.
That's what he needs to do, honestly.
Yeah.
He's already been attacking. I say it's fair that he's going to try and spend some rage to dodge out of your attacks as well. He's not a stupid fighter. So all right, so he's going to spend some rage there, and his first attempt to dodge.
Ha
Okay. That's a 0. So go ahead and for damage, it's going to say damage at the damage button at the top. That will ask you how many dice, which is going to be werewolf claws. How much damage do they do? Okay, strength plus 2.
Type in a lot.
So your strength is currently plus 4. So when it asks the number of dice, it's going to be what your strength rating is, plus 4, plus 2, so plus 6. So your strength is, I think it's 2 plus 6.
Yeah, it's normally 2.
Okay, so 8 dice. Three successes. He is going to attempt to soak. Resist claws. And he only soaks 2, so he takes 1 point of aggravated damage. Second attack, you got 2 successes. He's going to try and dodge that.
Alice just gets more successful the more hits she does, because it's a combo attack. That's how she rolls.
That works. Yes.
Like Street Fighter, weak, medium, strong.
I could buy that.
I think that's exactly how you do it. 5 successes. He manages to definitely get out of the way of the second attack. For the second one, he's going to try to do the same, but that was 4 successes. Ooh.
Ooh,
Negative
am
1.
I
No
looking at a
successes.
botch?
He
Not a
dodged
botch in this
into
regard.
my attack.
Unfortunately, doesn't really count as a botch in this because it's not a spell or anything. But
Oh, that sucks.
and he did get a
'Cause I would have
success.
made
on
fun
the
of
roll.
him.
If he got no
I would have
successes
said,
and ones, that would be the way. But
nice, your face to my fist style.
at- this form. He should He's able to resist the claw attack completely in this case. He is tough. Has a thick hide.
Went right into that leather jacket he's wearing.
But he has spent rage to do all that, so that's a resource down. That should do it. Anything else you want to do otherwise?
I'm not sure what else I can do. Oh, yeah, I'm definitely going to tell the mages to back up. Get out of here.
Understood. It is now his turn. He steps away, pulls off the velvet and throws her nearby, and is going to concentrate for a moment. And you notice that a silvery light kind of envelops his form for a moment as he regathers his strength. Alice, you've seen something like this before. It seems like he would be communing with Luna and petitioning her for assistance. Okay. And you see the light kind of weave its way into his fur, and you see it stiffen and get stronger and more protective. He is definitely more armored than he was before.
Because that's what we needed.
But that spends his turn. Jezebel, it is now your turn.
So I kind of want to make us invisible.
Okay. Yeah,
'Cause
absolutely.
We were told to run, and I really like following instructions right now. So, let me see. What do I need for this one? Arete plus mind. Okay.
And are you trying to make the group of you invisible?
Yeah,
Okay.
that would be a DP mod of 3.
Yes.
Okay. Difficulty 6, or is it raised?
Difficulty 5 in this regard.
Difficulty 5.
4 successes. Excellent. Okay.
Nice.
Your magics, as you weave and dance, and you can hear the different resonant tones of the silver jewelry you have clinking against one another, and it seems to cause any creature that has the ability to hear to just look past you, ignore you, and you have enough successes that you can extend that apathy to your comrades, Jezzy Inea and Charlie.
Yes.
You don't physically
Yes.
disappear, so nobody knows that they're invisible or anything like that. But
No, that's fine. As long as we can't be seen right now, we can boogie.
okay. Anything else you'd like to do?
No, that's it.
Okay. Charlie and Inea, you see this, and you've seen this effect before, and you kind of understand what she's attempting. And as she's motioning for you to, like, let's get out of here. It is Velvet's turn. Velvet. Pull Velvet stats up. I almost forgot Velvet's stats. Right, she hits with 1. He can't dodge because he spent his Gnosis to give him some extra armor, but he does have that extra armor to soak. Damage. Trying to do the math here, so oh, she only got 1 success. So she only does 1 damage. He is going to try and soak with his. Yeah, 8 successes. Not gonna do it. Okay. It's now Inea's turn.
Okay, so Inea is getting back to her feet, and I have a question for you.
Absolutely.
How? What would it take for Nay to get that veil open and get us back to the grove?
Ooh. Ah. Typically, um, the ritual to create the shallowing does take some time, and the successes are used to lower the gauntlet around a node. You're not exactly at the node at this point. You're probably nearby, and you could, in theory, the shallowing is still open at the node that you opened it, or brought the gauntlet down. You could try it here. It would be incredibly difficult.
Yeah, I kind of thought so. And it'd probably be, she'd probably know that.
You could step sideways and leave everybody else here.
Yeah, that's not a thing Nate can do. Okay. So, next question, I think. Wait a minute, I gotta remember how to pull up my duration on it's probably not duration I'm asking about. Is it possible to cast Free the Mad Howlers again?
Sure. You can always summon more.
That's what I'm wondering.
There would be an increased difficulty, but yeah, you could absolutely do it.
But I can't do that and also move away.
It'd be difficult to cast the effect moving. Also would increase the difficulty.
Okay, well, the point is that Nay is not moving well. She is significantly injured. Charlie, I believe, is in the same boat.
Similar,
So
yeah.
So we're not going to be moving fast, even moving.
Be more difficult. You're not so badly injured that you're not crippled or mauled. You're injured, so you're able to move pretty close to your regular ability. Might be a bit of a hitch, a little bit of a wobble.
Okay, well. Yeah, I'm about out of quintessence too. Ugh, this is definitely a get the hell out situation. I think I'm going to try casting Free the Mad Howlers in an effort to cover our retreat a little better. Because our benefactor, our Redford benefactor, is very clearly not at 100%.
Okay.
And Nay is not going to want to leave her, like, hanging.
Okay. Yeah, so here in the Spirit Wilds, difficulty for this would normally be 6. Actually, would normally be 5. But because this is the second time that you're making this call, and it does kind of fall against Morrow's philosophies, you're retreating, not necessarily due to weakness, but it's not as.
Oh, this is actually a situation where I'm trying to preserve my pack. So yeah, this is.
There's some complicated things going on here, but ultimately, I'd say the difficulty is going to be, if you're trying to move away, it's going to be 7.
Okay. Okay, so I'm rolling Arete plus my spirit, which is 3.
Yes. Correct.
And then I have a difficulty of 7.
That's correct.
Ooh, I have 1 success.
1 success. So you could continue trying to cast the effect on the next round, so long as you're still actively working towards it. And
Yeah,
the goal
I
is
think
to
that's-
accumulate 3 successes in this case.
Mm-hmm.
Don't forget that you can spend willpower to get automatic successes as well.
Yeah. Okay, well, I didn't do that this time, so I did forget. But next round, Nay will continue trying that as long as they're gimping away.
One of the 2 remaining Mad Howlers attacks. It's the 2 successes. And we'll try to soak that. Easily enough. The Mad Howlers just are not able to penetrate this armor. Even before it was difficult, it's even worse now, as he has prepared himself. Charlie.
Yeah.
It is now your turn to act.
Okay, I think the first thing that I want to do is to is Nay in a spot where I can try to like bandage and heal?
She's moving away actively, and but none of you are currently being attacked, and you can probably pull something off.
Okay, because that's what I want to do. I want to cast trauma. I'm gonna need my wand and some bandages.
Okay. Using your wand and most things being coincidental here, pretty straightforward. Trauma. Let's see. That was okay. Yeah. So difficulty 5. You're trying to heal somebody else. Yeah. So 3 successes are required.
And that one is, look at the road. Irritate plus life.
Yes.
I'm sorry, what did you say the difficulty was?
Normally it's 7, right? And here it would be 1 less, so it would be 6.
Okay. Let's see what happens.
Okay, 2 successes. You do need more, but what is the request one? This is weird. Normally, to heal another would just be 2 successes. Let me double check. This rope might be old information.
Okay.
This is definitely going to require 3. But you're at 2, so if you want to continue trying to bandage Inea up, you can certainly do that.
Yep.
Okie dokie. Alright, now the next Mad Howler is going to make their attack. Two successes. I'm guessing he's going to survive that. But let's see. I need a new keyboard. I can hear it click-clacking all over the place.
Can you put a silencer on that thing?
Not yet. Okay, yeah. The armor just is too powerful. They can't claw their way through this hardened, moon-infused fur. However, it is now Alice's turn.
Is he engaged with the wolves still right now?
He is Yeah, he's basically taken that turn and he's just been dodging or soaking up the damage that these wolves are trying to do.
And that thing that he summoned, the gift, was that something that made him harder to hit or more soaky?
Armor. You would recognize it. It's a pretty common gift as Luna's armor.
You shouldn't have attacked the people I was protecting. And Alice is going to take up a classic video game stance with her arms kind of spread out and claws all spread out. And she's going to have electricity start arcing across her fur and between her claws.
Okay. And
Yes.
you are performing.
I'm going to be spending rage points. You said I could spend up to 3. Wait, how hurt is he? You said, I think I heard him twice last time. He missed the second attack.
Yeah, you hurt him
Or
a
he failed.
little.
He failed to soak it.
Yeah. You can spend up to 3, but you only have a total of 5. So if you spend 3, you have 2 left. And typically you don't want to lose all your rage. Losing the rage that you have, you would have to either become re-angry somehow, or you can lose the wolf if you don't have enough rage, essentially. Beware
Ooh,
of
that's
that.
bad.
Yeah, don't lose the wolf.
Yeah, that would be bad timing for that.
But he should be hurt, right? That's the level he's at right now, is hurt.
Yeah, he's been injured. Yeah. He's definitely got he's injured for sure.
Okay, so I'm going to spend 2 rage and summon electricity for electroshock.
Okay. Let me read through that for a second. Hold on.
I don't know if you remember Mortal Kombat 1, the game, but when Raiden did his fatality, he did some crazy ass scream. And that's exactly what Alice does now. She's just like, ah! And just like shoves her claws into him. And all the electric static that's been building up across all her fur is just gonna bolt into this guy.
All right. So, yeah, you take a step back and you take this stance and you arc your arms forward as the electricity builds between your claws and bolts shoot out at this white Krynos werewolf, and he is going to suffer lots of aggravated damage from that.
Yes, suffer. Make him suffer.
I'm hoping to leave this guy smoking and be like, these mages are under my protection. You need to leave.
Oh, roll your stamina. So in this form, it's your stamina +3, +2. So yeah, roll. Just standard dice pool button.
That'd be
8 dice, difficulty 8. Okay, you heal another point of level of damage. So you would be wounded. trying to figure out the amount of damage that you do here with the electricity.
I think it's 4 aggravated because it's
It would
2
be
for each rage I spent.
Yeah, it's 4 aggravated. I'm just seeing if he actually gets a chance to soak that. Because he's...
It doesn't say that.
True. That's why I'm looking.
Ouch. Kim doesn't have to pay attention to this. He's looking up stuff, but Alice looks pretty cool. She's got those braids, like the red fur, and she has some markings in her fur, which look pretty cool. And she has like these 2 danglies from her hair that are like mirror shards, which look really cool. But one of the symbols that's like a marking in her fur, it's almost like if you remember, what was that, Okami with Amaterasu, the wolf had the markings on it. Well, one of the markings on Alice looks like the Switch logo, the Nintendo Switch. It's got like the 2 controllers side by side with dots in both of them.
Alice is a diehard gamer wolf.
She is.
She loves her games.
All right. So, you let loose with your, howl of electricity, and his armor actually manages to dissipate portions of it. Not all of it, however. You do manage to inflict 2 levels of aggravated damage upon him. Not as effective as you had hoped. And he looks pretty worn out. He looks mauled. Anything else you'd like to do, Alice?
Yeah, I did that threat earlier, if you remember. I was telling him to stop attacking the people I'm protecting.
Yes. He growls back at you, enraged that you would even deem these creatures worthy of protection.
One will have my pound of... Ooh.
Sorry.
Sorry, that was Alice. If Cammy was not going to be playing her.
That's not what Alice sounds like.
She doesn't sound like
idea
this.
What was happening.
Why not?
That's
Couldn't this be her voice?
Yes, actually, it could, because she would be very GLaDOS with that voice. She would love it. The auto-tune, everything perfect.
Mm-hmm.
I thought somebody had like a GLaDOS phone sound and it had gone off right beside their mic. I was like, what the fuck was that?
The cake is a lie.
You reek of the Weaver, and the worm taint is not far behind. You are unworthy of being Garou. If this is what we have fallen to, I will have no part of it.
And he lunges to attack Alice. Let's see if he regenerates. And he does. So some of his wounds stitch back up. And then goes to attack Alice. Eight successes. Alice, this is a new round. What would you like to do? You've got choices. You don't have a whole lot of rage at this point, so you can't really spend that to take multiple actions. You can try to do all-out defense, which will give you a chance to dodge this and any future attacks with a bit of a penalty. You can take it and then have a full dice pool for something later, or you can choose to split your dice pool between your future action and like trying to dodge or block this.
I think I'm going to go full defense for this.
Okay.
Be mad.
You mad, bro? Okay. So
Is it, you said this was the start, so
Start of
I can't,
maneuver.
wait, I can't do anything until it's my turn though. Or
Right.
did I take the turn first?
Right. It's kind of the downside of being at the bottom of the turn order in this case, but you would roll dexterity and athletics like you would with any dodge, and then any future attack you can still dodge, but at a -1 penalty. So if you like, I could make you a dodge button.
Yes.
Okay.
But when it's my turn, that's when I do the healing.
Yes. Okay, so there's a dodge button. The DP mod is going to be 3 because you're... Or, hold on. Yeah, 3. And difficulty 6. Okay, 2 successes. So he gets through with 6. Alright, he manages to rake you with his claws, inflicting 4 points of aggravated damage. However, you do have the opportunity to soak aggravated damage from his claws, since it's not silver. So, your soak dice pool would be 6. So there's a button at the top that says soak.
That's the mod to it?
When it asks for the number of dice, it'll be 6.
That's with 0. I didn't put anything in because it didn't ask for dice.
Hold on.
But I'm guessing that's DP mod?
Yeah, DP mod would be... That was me rolling just as a test, so... yeah, when you roll, just soak DP mod 6. Same roll. Okay. And that's a lot of 1s. I'm so sorry. Okay. So, that will bring you down to incapacitated. However, you can go ahead and roll. At the top there it says Gnosis. We're going to use that for your rage roll. And the dice pool modifier is going to be 2. The difficulty will be 6. All right. So, here's what's going to happen. You get just destroyed by his claws. Blood is flying everywhere. You see nothing but red. And that's when your brain clicks into this all out rage, and you cannot do anything but full on attack this guy. Under the auspice of the half moon, your own auspice as well, you actually gain back 1 rage. You are not incapacitated, or actually you're still technically incapacitated because you don't have control, and you may still heal in a bit, but right now you're going to try and destroy this guy with nothing but your claws and teeth.
When it's my turn.
When it is your turn, Jezebel, you have successfully caused this giant white monster to ignore you. How do you proceed? You're muted. There you go.
Yeah. Hi.
Hi.
I kind of want to. Do I have to maintain this? Like. Okay, good.
No, you're good.
I am going to. I don't think I could do 2 things. Like, so if I have have you seen a running, does that mean I can't do a different route?
No, you cast that previously. It's still in effect.
Okay, cool. So yeah, I would like to try and heal. Who am I closest to? Am I closest to Inea or Charlie?
Honestly, I think because Charlie is trying to bandage Inea, they're probably like right up against each other, and sort of moving along with you. So I flip a coin.
Also, Jezzy has 2 ranks in life, which will allow her to heal herself, but not others.
Oh crap. Well, I'm not hurt. So,
For a change, Jesse's not the
Right.
one that's been shredded.
Sincerely. I'm going to try and get the wolf to run away in the opposite direction.
Okay.
The consuming thought one.
Okay. What thought, what compulsion are you going to implant in this wolf's mind?
I want him to run in the opposite direction as fast as he possibly can. I want him to get away.
Okay, what's the thought that's driving the running?
Maybe I could make him think that there's other mages elsewhere, or that we've gone in a different direction.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Appealing to his lust for revenge.
Yeah.
That there might be more witches out there. Okay. Yeah.
Or that we're getting away from him.
Mm-hmm.
which we are, just in a different direction than he thinks.
Right.
Okay, so roll Arete, DP modifier of 3, difficulty 5. Okay. So you start the spell off, and it is starting to take hold, but you would need more successes with the casting to make the effect take hold. But it's going. It's getting that way. One of the wolves, Velvet, is going to try an attack. There is no stopping Velvet. She is angry. But no successes. So she gets pushed aside again. Constantly just batted away.
I can only imagine she's going to be in a very bad mood when this is all over with.
I would imagine. It is now Inea.
Okay, I am attempting to continue with the Free the Mad Howlers.
Okay. You had one success earlier?
Yes. At the same time, we are moving. But Nay is, I mean, while Charlie is trying to bandage her, obviously she can't do this, but as soon as he's done doing that, she's going to kind of start trying to fall back. Her belt knife is going to come back out. And, you know, she's going to kind of urge everybody to kind of go ahead of her so she can be rear guard.
Okay. All right, yeah, so you're kind of trying to usher each member of your cabal a little further along, and you get more away from the scuffle of wolves. You know, you're now several meters
as
away.
We're moving.
Yeah.
Right. As we're moving, yeah.
Go ahead and roll your Arete and Spirit with difficulty 7.
Now that we have that new way of accessing the and hiding the character sheets, I keep freaking losing it.
Understood.
Okay.
Take some time.
Okay, so let's see, Arete and Spirit. That's right. Okay, so Arete and uh, 3 for my Spirit.
Yes.
Okay, and then the difficulty was, I'm sorry, you said it and I don't remember
7.
what you said. 7, okay.
And don't forget willpower if you want to get an automatic success.
Oh, yes, I do want to use willpower.
Okay.
I'm going to use just 1 willpower this time.
All right. Well, that means 5 successes on top of the 1, so that's 6 successes overall.
Nice. Nice. Okay. I will take it. We could use it.
Yeah. As part of your ritual for this, you let out a wolfish howl that echoes through the mists, and you hear a howling response as well. There are more coming. And with that
Alice would compliment you, but she's currently very angry.
She's very busy. Very busy.
Very busy not being dead. Yeah. Let's see. With that number of successes, they're going to show up like really quick. Okay. The other Mad Howler that's on Witch Hunter is going to do their thing. They have a very limited set of actions that they can do here. 4 successes. Okay. That means the Witch Hunter is going to try to soak. The maw of velvet just latches, or not velvet, of this wolf latches on to its leg, but manages not to actually do any damage. She's just holding on for dear life. Charlie, your turn.
Okay, I'm going to continue my spell.
All right. Don't forget, you also have the opportunity to use willpower, spend 2
Yeah, I forgot about that until Nay did it. I haven't used any. I'm going to use 2.
2 quintessence. Okay, so that'll lower your difficulty by another 2. So
Willpower.
Think she meant willpower, yeah.
yeah, you can spend 1 willpower to get an additional success.
1 willpower. Okay, 1 willpower.
Ooh, 4 successes. On top of the
Nice.
one that you had before, and the willpower, that's also 6 successes. You managed to so completely bandage Inea that she is now back to her normal physical form without any injury.
Yay!
Yay! Now do that to yourself.
Heal that
That's
aggravated
the
damage.
next step.
Inea's in a lot less pain now.
Yay.
Charlie, you're still scared, but you're doing well. The third howler that is on this wolf is going to make their bite attack.
I like his scared face.
I do too. I really liked it.
Yeah.
5 successes. That might have a chance.
It's funny because his hair was standing on end before he got scared.
It was.
Right.
Now Nay just looks very done with everything, which she is. Very, very done with all of the shit.
So the Mad Howler bites the other leg, and now he's got 2 wolves, one attached to each leg, but they're still not breaking through. But you know who could break through? Alice.
This wolf has 2 like 110-pound spirit wolf ankle biters.
Right.
Oh,
I
they're not
was
small
picturing
wolves.
like the parent with 2 toddlers attached to their legs trying to walk across the floor, dragging them.
Yeah, that's my mental image. Yes.
Hold him for me.
Indeed. All right. But it is now Alice's turn. Alice, you are not in control at this moment, but I would like you to roll your stamina. So 8 with difficulty 8. You heal. So you are now no longer incapacitated. You're still in a frenzy. And you still have a large amount of wounds on your body, and they're aggravated damage. But your
My fur
gift,
is red, so I still look great.
you followed the lesson that Deadpool taught us all. But you are going to attack without abandon.
That's right. If you stay red, you ain't got to get red.
Oh.
actually. You're gonna claw and then bite. Because you are furiously angry. Actually, you're just gonna bite. You're gonna go after him with his teeth.
If he's held, oh yeah, just gonna latch on. Am I allowed to spend willpower? Can wolves do that?
You can't at this point. You're not in control. I am in control. Well, your rage is in control. First bite, 4 successes. He is otherwise engaged. He hasn't been able to dodge because he spent his actions, but he is going to try and soak. So let's see how much damage you do. It's going to be yep. Okay. 3 points of aggravated damage. Let's see if he can soak that. Sadly, he probably can, but you never know. You could roll a lot of ones.
He is due a few of those. He was not listening when I said that.
Okay.
He was not wearing his listening ears.
Seven on the attack. So gotta calculate the damage.
Bitey, bitey, bitey.
Alice, your frenzy is not enough to get past the armor of Luna that he has up against physical damage. That's rough.
Yeah.
Go ahead and give me a willpower roll.
No mods or anything?
No.
6 difficulty.
Yes. Oh, sorry. DP mod of 5. Do that again. My bad. You're ignoring wound penalties. Okay, 2 successes. You can feel your heart pounding in your chest, the blood coursing through your veins, the red covering your vision. as it doesn't subside, but you gain a level of control over yourself. And it is now Big Bad Wolf's turn. Well, actually, it's the top of the round, and because Inea did so well on her casting for the Mad Howlers, there are 3 more. Actually, 4. There is a veritable pack of spirit wolves that have come to Inea's aid. They all need new colors. There. It's like a rainbow coalition of wolves.
Oh, there's so many spirits. Look at them.
Mm-hmm.
Seeing himself surrounded, the witch hunter howls, and in the native tongue of the Garou, you can hear the beseeching of the spirit of Wolverine. Not the Marvel character, but an actual Wolverine. And you can sense that he gains a new level of defense against spiritual attacks.
This dude is turning himself into a freaking tank.
But that takes his action, and it is now Jezebel's turn.
I am going to continue the consuming thought thing.
Oh, absolutely.
Irritate.
And you do have the ability to spend willpower for an automatic success, and if you have quintessence, you can spend it to lower your difficulties.
Yeah, I'll spend a willpower.
Okay.
And what was the difficulty again?
Difficulty is 5.
5.
Okay. So 4 successes on top of the 1 that you have. You actually have 5 total successes in this. You only needed 3. So that increases the difficulty of his willpower roll to resist this effect. Okay. He does not succeed. He only has the one success and he required more. So, on his turn, you assume he will flee.
Although he thinks he's going into another fight.
He can think whatever he wants all the way the fuck over there.
There you go. See? Go, Jezzy. Go, Jezzy. It's your birthday.
Velvet will do her attack, but at a lower amount of dice pool because of his previous casting. But still manages 3 successes. I am going to say, unless there's a significant amount of successes, he's going to be able to outdo this, but dice are funny.
Yes, well, the dice have been abusing us for the last 3 weeks now, so we need to not, it's his turn.
Yes. Manages to soak the 3, but the new Mad Howlers come in to attack as well. Their success there. And nothing there. So he's now got wolf latched onto one leg, another wolf latched onto another, one on his arm, one on his back, all gripping down with their teeth and claws. It is now Inea. You have successfully managed to bring the Mad Howlers to your aid. Now what would you like to do? Oh, and you're healed as well.
Yeah. So Jezzy and Charlie are still moving away. And I have kind of dropped back behind them a little bit. And now I'm going to turn around and I keep walking in their general direction, along with them, but slower. Still dropping behind them further and facing the fight so I can see what's happening as best I can through trees, because I assume we're walking among trees.
Yes. It is a blizzard of fur and blood.
Okay. I'm actually at this point pretty concerned about the Red Wolf, which we know nothing about, but who we have heard twice now claim to have been protecting us, and quite frankly, actions definitely bear that out. So now Nea's not really wanting to leave this wolf behind, as injured as she appears to be. That said, there's not a lot that she feels that they can really do. I have lost my damn character sheet again. There it is. I am looking at Gift of Prana.
Okay.
Am I still close enough to the Red Wolf to cast it on her?
I mean, you're within sight, so you should be able to, unless the ability, unless it requires to touch them. Like if you've set it up as.
Yeah, I don't see that I've included that, and I'm pretty sure I copied most of this from the book
Yeah.
with small alterations.
Mhm.
So, okay, so this is Arte and life. Where's my life? There it is. That's what I thought. Okay. This is also going to cost my last quintessence, which makes me
Yes.
nervous. But we are not in great shape anyways. So
You can get the automatic success with willpower as well.
I am definitely going to add that in. So I'm using a willpower. 3 DP mod
Mm-hmm.
for my life. And difficulty.
It's normally 7, but it'll be
right.
6 in this case.
Okay. So here we go. Oh, I don't like that. Ugh. Damn it. Okay.
So normally that would give 2 levels of temporary health levels for lethal. She is full up with aggravated, so I'm only gonna give 1.
Okay.
So in this case, at the end of her turn, she would get back an aggravated point of damage.
Okay. So back down 1 more level from where she is.
Yes. Which is good. So Alice could use it. Alrighty. After
What did you do to Alice?
you will get back some level of health point at the end of your next turn.
Oh, okay.
So good stuff. Good stuff. Don't worry. She didn't try to kill you or anything.
Yet.
Not yet.
I mean, honestly, under normal circumstances, Nay is very pro-wolf. You know, we did not pick this fight. This is not our fight that we picked.
Mad Howler's attacks. Biting and clawing at the white werewolf.
At this point, I can't help myself thinking that he's just acquired a large pack of very large fleas.
That's pretty much how he thinks of it.
Yeah.
And still succeeded. Alright. So that round of attacking did not slow him down. Charlie.
All right. It is incredibly disconcerting that he is outnumbered, 11 to 1, and still is not even showing a little bit of a idea of backing down. Fuck. Okay. Well, I'm gonna just
It's the
cast Heal
scariest thing
Self.
you've ever seen.
Yeah. Charlie's facial expression there is that's probably an understatement.
Yes.
If you look at that and look at his face, you ought to see his pants. Okay, so let's heal self. That is irritate plus life. Required success is 2. And we're gonna spend a willpower on that so we get an automatic success.
Mm-hmm.
Arete.
And
3.
difficulty is normally it's 6. It's going to be 5 because it's coincidental here.
Sorry to jump in, Tim, but it just dawned on me. I had spent a willpower on that heal.
Mhm.
Did we include that in the amount that it healed? Because I got 1 success that I rolled, plus the automatic success, which is 2.
Right. Okay, yeah. We'll factor that in.
Okay.
All right, 3 successes for Charlie. So those 3 successes should heal you.
Plus the 1 willpower spent, so it makes it 4.
4 successes, even better. So, yeah, you wipe off all the damage that you did have, and you are now. Your clothes are ripped, you're blood soaked, but no actual injury at this point. You're doing far better than your werewolf friend. The next round of attacks, I'm just going to combine instead of rolling all of them individually. Should have been doing this from the beginning.
Might as well. They are fleas.
They're using pack tactics. That's what's going on.
That's actually probably really true right from the start, too. That is what they do.
He takes, overall, I'm going to consider their attacks as 1. And he will take 2 points of lethal. He is looking hurt, but certainly ignoring the wounds that he does have.
Has he been spending willpower? I haven't paid attention to that.
He has. He has been spending the resources he has. It is now your turn, Alice.
But I'm not in control still?
No, you're in control. You've regained your senses. Healing aggravated damage, however, is not something you can do on a per turn basis.
Let's see. If I use one of these gifts, does that take up my turn?
Yes, a gift typically is taking a turn.
There's an interesting gambit I could try here, but I'm not sure if this gift is even meant to be used in combat. It's called Command the Gathering. Is that something that would work against a wolf that I'm actually fighting?
Let me read it. Let me find out.
Basically it says that I like clap my hands really loud, and until I've had my say, no one can depart or interrupt, which attacking would be an interruption, so I'm not sure if you would see it that way or not. But I guess, yeah, it depends on how much willpower he has left. But if the roll succeeds, all in attendance fall quiet and listen.
Okay. I mean, you could attempt to do this. The difficulty would be...
Oh, what I'm asking is that... Yeah, I was just wondering if this is the kind of gift that would even apply in this situation, because I didn't want to just waste my turn on something that was stupid.
wouldn't say it's stupid. I would say that there's a lot of things that even it's hard to stop a werewolf from fighting if they're in the the zone. So there would be things going against that. But as a commanding Philodox of a higher rank, even if he doesn't recognize the authority of the people anymore, he might be able to do that.
What people?
That's what you call yourselves, the people. The Garou nation refers to
Is
themselves.
this guy I get the idea that this guy's an exile. Is that what I'm hearing?
He would be Ronin, yeah.
All right. But you said difficulty 4. That's not too bad, is it?
I mean, it's a lower difficulty than most. Because the difficulty is equal to his willpower, which is what his willpower is. Spoiler alert.
But I could use willpower.
Right. So what would you like to do?
Let's go with let's No, instead let's go with steel fur.
Okay.
So I'm going to spend willpower
Mhm.
and
Okay, so make a button, which is stamina and science. I love that combination. And yeah, so roll the steel fur button, DP mod of 5. Actually, sorry, DP mod of 11. Or sorry, 8. Gosh. Yeah, DP mod of 8. What's up? You're muted.
yeah, I'm trying to figure out what to do.
Yeah, so the steel fur button and DP mod of 8.
What was the difficulty?
7.
Yeah, I think it says 7. But I'd like to use willpower.
Yeah, you can. Well, you're spending willpower to use this gift.
Oh, okay. So I can't add extra.
Don't believe so. No. All right, 2. That should.
To metal. I am Metal Sonic now.
Yeah. Okay, so you now have an additional 2 to your silk roll, and you get additional abilities with dexterity as well. Your fur takes on a metallic sheen as you continue your battle against this white werewolf. Now, this was... I'm unsure as to whether or not using this gift was a full turn. Let me check one thing. Because just spending willpower doesn't seem like it would be a full turn. I want to give you all the advantages as possible.
If there's anything rusty, you could rub up against it and clean it.
No, it's a steel fur, not steel wool.
Oh. I'm just picturing her like fur looking similar to one of those steel brushes.
Yes,
Oh, okay, I gotcha.
The bristles
I'm
on one
gonna
of those
offer
steel
to-
brushes.
I'll ask if he has any rusty cast iron pots I can clean up for him, restore.
You like rub them on your belly like it's an apple.
I'll give him an Indian burn. That'll learn him.
I'm gonna say, just based on the language that I'm seeing in a lot of these gifts, it seems to tell you when you're using a full turn. So if the language doesn't say that you're using a turn, I say you still have actions you can take.
How many of these wolves are latched onto this guy? And they are not just spirits, right? They actually weigh something.
Well, in this place, everything's our spirit. Everything is a spirit. So
But
they have weight here for sure.
Yeah, this is their native plane. So they are definitely as solid as can be in a place like this.
I can't use another gift, can I?
No, I don't believe you can. Well,
How do you heal aggravated damage? That's another question.
you would spend a full day per level of aggravated damage in a form that regenerates. So anything except your human form. It's a lot.
Bearing in mind, you've got 2 points coming off here at the end of your turn.
Yes.
How damaged does he look right now? Because I know he's been healing too.
He looks about as messed up as you are. Not quite as much, but almost.
He's
All
mostly
right.
just been ignoring it.
So I should probably try and just incapacitate him, because partly he's being held down by some of the wolves, and maybe I should just bite him.
Yeah.
Is bite better than claw? I don't know. I'm
It's got a
guessing
lower
yes.
difficulty.
Oh, let's do that. Whatever he's not gonna soak as much.
Okay. So yeah, your attack, you use the same button as your claw attack, but you can choose to choose that
Strike
button.
and brawl.
Yes. The modifier is going to be 9, so DP mod 9. And difficulty 5.
That's right. Hold him down, bitches. Bitey, bitey, bite. Oh, he's gonna soak 3. That sucks. Roll low 1. Roll low 1. All the wolves who don't have him pinned down with their mouths are all chanting to roll low 1. Roar, roar, roar.
Yes. However, yes, your bite doesn't break through his armor of Luna. That being said, his turn. See if he...
Alice, take 2 damage off.
Yes, take 2 damage. Off.
Off. That's important.
And
Yes, it is important. Words are important.
He heals the 1 point of lethal damage that he had, but
I need a clarification. For the 2 points that I took off, is
Mm-hmm.
that like the entire square, or does it just go down by levels?
I would say it would reduce 2 of them from aggravated to lethal, and then your natural healing would be able to erase those at
Did that
at the
happen
appropriate time. Go ahead.
at the start of my turn or at the end?
Well, you weren't able to regen because they were aggravated. But at
Right,
the
I
end
was
of your
wondering
turn,
about. Oh, the end of my turn is when the heal happened.
correct. It changed the 2 aggravated to lethal, so now you'll have the opportunity to regenerate those.
Okay.
Aggravated damage is a bitch.
Yeah, it sucks.
That being
So
said,
is this werewolf.
correct.
Mhm.
This witch hunter, his mind distracted. He looks to the sky, his nose flares, and he thinks that there's somewhere else he needs to be. There are witches in his woods, and he needs to find them. He needs to destroy them. The witches he was just hunting, nowhere to be found, invisible to his eyes, his senses, and he begins to run in the direction that Jesse just told him, hey, they're over there. And he flees at a significant pace. Werewolves are not slow.
Like the spirit wolves dangling off of him, flopping in the.
Many of the spirit wolves continue to harass him as he runs. And one stays behind. The rest do follow. And that leaves the 4 of you, 5 of you if you consider Velvet, here. Resources depleted. And frightened beyond belief. What do you do?
I think Nay is going to very cautiously approach the 2 wolves, werewolf and velvet. Because they have just been in the middle of a very nasty fight, and she does not want to accidentally trigger something as she approaches. So initially, Velvet, kind of keeping an eye on the werewolf, and holding her hand out to Velvet to make sure that Velvet has herself under control.
Good question. Okay. Yeah, she's got a grip on herself.
Okay. The next query is, will she let me touch her?
She's tense and breathing heavily, and she seems focused on. She kind of wants to be in 2 places at once. She's kind of looking back and forth between you and following, but she sticks where she's at, and she kind of stands there next to you, ready to do whatever's necessary next.
Okay, so I'm gonna sort of work my hand into her ruff and scratch soothingly. Okay, everybody. This was a lot. Meanwhile, I am watching the red werewolf to see what's going to happen there, because that's the great unknown at this point.
Yeah, Alice is absolutely wounded. She's not looking great at all, and just kind of staring off in the direction that the werewolf ran. And she's like, huh, we don't normally run like that. But yeah, she's bleeding pretty heavily and like coughing up blood and kind of smearing it across her maw.
The few seconds that you're here in this space, as you begin to calm, as there's no further combat at this moment, your 2 points of lethal damage fade away, and you are now at wounded.
So still a mess, but less of a mess.
Yeah, she starts bleeding a little bit less. Yeah, but she's still pretty badly.
You see the wounds that she had stitch up and, heal miraculously, quickly, faster than anything that, even though you've done some great feats of healing, these were massive wounds.
I don't know what you did to him, but there's no telling how long it'll last.
I would say that this
need
is
to say we
difficult
should
to
get the
say
fuck out of here.
with the mouth that you currently have.
Oh, yeah.
Should we? Shall we? Let's. I don't know where we're gonna go, but here is not a good location.
I'm thinking we should go back to where we came from, but I'm not wanting to leave.
Alice growls, hold.
You said you were protecting us.
Calling somebody. There's a specific gift I'm looking for.
Are you going to revert to human form?
I think I want to for this, because the only way I'm going to heal is if I stay in some...
That's the only way you would heal over the course of a day. And you can always go back to that form to do so if you wanted. There's other ways of healing as well.
With Alice's experience with these things is that werewolves don't normally run, like, ever. Even when they're like stare down and most creatures run away, werewolves just stand in place. So she's thinking this guy's going to be back, and I'm trying to find... It's like a favor.
Is it a right?
Maybe.
That would be in the backgrounds. Instead of
Alt
rights.
duty is a rote. So, summon and command any spirit that I know by name, which I'm going to assume that I know one of the loons here by name.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, absolutely.
And this is in a time of great need. And I think the devastation that's pretty much been witnessed by all the spirits in the area would qualify this for a time of great need.
Okay. So, let me read over this.
So I roll charisma plus leadership, difficulty equal to the spirit's willpower. The second mode of this gift simply requires the player to spend 2 gnosis points to summon all Gaian spirits within 1 mile radius. The mightiest of spirits are able to ignore this gift if they choose. But I think I'm going to spend Gnosis points for this and summon a loon. Somebody that I know the name of.
Yeah, you know the local area. I would say you find this easier to do in your Hamid form than you would in the Garou form, or in the Krynos form.
That makes sense. Okay, so I would lose steel fur, of course. But how long does it take to... Is it just one turn to transform?
It's pretty instantaneous, depending on how well you roll.
Oh, I have to roll. Of course, right.
But going back to human is nothing.
Okay, well, that's what I will do.
Okay. Also
Is that
make
the
it
one
easy.
with the highest social checks? Is human or hot?
Yes. There's angry Alice. You shrink down to your human self. Your clothes, the fur on your body kind of transform into the black t-shirt and jeans that you have on. Your sunglasses that were dangling as little mirror shards now pop on your head right above your eyes. And you are little satchel bag that has your items and materials for such rites and gifts and rituals are there. And before the three mages is a very wounded, very upset, red-haired woman with eyes that you almost recognize.
My name is Alice. I've been
Alice,
following you.
you helped us greatly just now. I could attempt to help heal you if that's something that you would want.
That would be greatly appreciated if it's something you can do.
Now that you're in a form that I recognize and can understand, I can attempt to bandage you and heal you.
She just turns and spits a mouthful of blood. She's like, all right,
I just don't know what to do with a large werewolf form, but I get to bandaging and focusing and pull out my wand and attempt trauma.
Fair enough. Can't handle the squiddly spooch. Not many people know how to do that.
Okay, so Nate gives a few blanks trying to keep up with the conversation and then says, so you were following us. I think Jezzy saw you last night. Just for a second.
Yeah.
I'm Nay Blackwell. This is Jezebel Spinner, and this is Calvin Klein.
Calvin Klein.
Yeah, she kind of.
No relation.
This is Calvin Klein.
Wow, 5 successes. Go
Oh,
ahead.
nice, nice. I mean, it greatly appreciated what you've done for us today, but do you mind if I ask why?
Well, I know who you are, but it's good to finally formally meet you. My dad sent me.
Are you the one we got the mask from? Well, are you the one that sent the mask to us?
You still have it, right? You still have the mask?
Yeah, it's actually sitting over here, and I collect it.
Very good, yes. Yeah, I'm the one who brought that mask to my father and to you. But, I expected there might be some trouble out here. I didn't expect that trouble. That amount of trouble.
I've never had that kind of trouble when I was here before, so I wasn't expecting it either.
That guy, that Garou, was a witch hunter. He was specifically hunting you, and he used one of the spirits to distract you while he snuck up on me. And you probably ran across it. It was like a curiosity.
Yeah.
Yeah, I played with him a little bit.
Yeah,
Damn.
he set that loose. That was a trap for you.
Well,
Well,
it
that's rude.
worked.
Yeah, apparently it worked.
Damn it. Okay, any idea why he'd be hunting us? Does it have to do with the mask?
It might. That mask has a bit of a sordid history.
Yeah,
When in the hands of mages, which is one of the reasons why I was following you, just to make sure your word was as good as my father thinks it is.
Okay, that's fair. And the whole time we were here, we've been trying to get to Crow to get some more information about the mask. Because we've all had visions since we got it.
If I'm right, you're looking to have Crow bless this object. Is that correct?
I think that's probably what it comes down to. We were kind of... I mean, that's more direction than we got when we got the mask, and then we've had from our visions. So probably yes, because we've got to go up against what's starting to look like Big Owl Man in some form.
Owls.
Yeah.
Alice clenches her fist a little bit. But, yeah, that mask was being protected for a reason. And as it stands, it doesn't have the power you need, but if you play your cards right, Crow can help you with that. I just hope you have a plan for how to ask for this favor.
Honestly, at this point, it has been coming down to bribes.
Plan?
Well, I mean, when you're talking to spirits, bribes are a really good way to do it.
That's where I was coming from.
Let me teach you something.
Okay.
If I can. If you guys are healed up enough yourselves to copy my movements, Alice is going to do that spell that I was just describing. The one that calls a loon.
Okay.
All right, pay attention, because this is the name of the loon. It's not a word. It is a gesture. And so Alice takes a very specific stance, and it almost looks like the start of a kata. And she waits for everybody to try and do the same thing she is doing. And then she does a very slow motion, graceful gesture. You know, kind of a wax on, wax off sort of thing, but it's pretty. Whatever it is she's doing is really pretty. And Alice says, "That's the name of the loon." And the reason why I named him that is because that's his favorite dance move. I name all of the loons in this area after the dance that they like the most. I thought it was pretty clever.
That's great.
It does make it easy to remember.
So, after me, let's try this one more time before it gets here, so that we can hopefully bribe it to take us where we want to go.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to make a button here for you. Alice, you feel your wounds stitch up a bit more, and Charlie's magic washes over you, and the aggravated damage, the damage that was harming your spirit, has faded away. You are left with 3 levels of lethal damage that, in this human form, doesn't regenerate but is pretty easy to deal with from this point forward.
Just a quick side question, because I don't
Mhm.
remember this game at all for werewolf, but
Yeah.
do any of the other forms heal non-aggravated, like wolf form or any of those other weird, or is it just Krenos?
So any form other than your breed form will regenerate. Unless it's silver. Then none of the forms except your breed form will regenerate.
That's interesting.
It's weird.
Super
is.
weird.
Charisma. Okay, so there is the Summon Loon button that you can use.
Any DP mods?
No. Difficulty is 8. High difficulty.
To spend. What did I spend for this? Did I spend willpower? I want to spend willpower if I haven't.
Yes. Okay. It's daytime. However, you do manage to show the dance to the mages, and with one success, it takes a little while, but after about 10-15 minutes, and I'm assuming you guys have moved away from the battle area as well, but after about 10-15 minutes, the loon in question, the one that you've named after this dance, arrives.
I think I would need to add a success. Yeah, you said 2. That's right. Are we ready?
Yeah. Let's boogie.
Okay.
Hello, Loon. I'm gonna say its name, which was not saying, but like the
You're
little
going to dance
dance
its
move.
name. And are you going to beseech the aid of this loon on behalf of these mages?
Yes.
Okay.
And if they want to try and do the move too, I don't know, maybe
Yeah.
that would be more entertaining.
That's what Jesse's doing. Jesse is doing a whole dance around that gesture.
Okay.
Okay, Nay is less embellishing, but she does at least make an attempt at it.
Yeah.
But at the end, she fishes out another quartz point, slides another of her silver rings over it, and then offers it palm up.
Okay.
Kind of like this.
I would say all of you make a charisma and expression roll.
Oh boy. This is where the comedy comes in. Okay, well.
And a difficulty 6. Okay. So all of there you go. So with the assistance of Alice and with the bribes and the inoffensive dancing that the that the loon accepts as suitable
It's very
entertainment.
tasteful.
And yes. I have a question. Alice, do you follow them to where they are going, or do you stay here?
I'm going to follow them.
Okay. The ribbon of light that is this loon dances with you and around you and engulfs each of you in luminous gold light, and it gets brighter and brighter and brighter, and then when you feel all you can see is whiteness, the sky begins to form, open up, and at your feet you feel solid, not ground, but you seem to be able to stand upon it. Oh, that's a large Alice. And the sun shines brightly, the moon larger than life. Alice, you feel the power of Luna here. You see little wormholes open and close. You are in the Etherean reaches, the way station to the rest of the universe, and home of the Court of Corvids. And we'll leave you here at this place tonight.
We made it.
Yay! We are so whooped.
Yay! We moved on up.
Yeah,
Literally.
literally.
And can I have Alice transform now before
Back
it's out?
to
She's going to
Krinos?
turn to a wolf. No, she's going to turn to Lupus.
Lupus. Okay.
Is that right?
Yeah. Let's see. Me.
Did Velvet follow us?
No. She has stayed behind. Her
Jet.
mission complete.
Jet. Well, I was stretching, but I was hoping to thank her.
She feels properly thanked.
Okay.
Yeah, Alice at this point is just kind of fading back down to more of a not like kind of a wolfy protector, but she looks like a big red puppy, so
There is a button at the top that says shape changing. The difficulty is 6, but you need 4 successes to go from Hamid to Lupus.
was there any DP mod on that? Difficulty
No.
6.
Okay. You, for the next few seconds, begin to shift and change, and you end up at a very large dire wolf form. You can probably shrink yourself down to your puppy form if you liked, but you are a very feral. You are in the Hispo dire wolf.
Okay, well, I'll continue trying to change next time, but I'm just going to kind of trot. How many wolves do you have, Inea?
Actually, at this point, I'm down to none. Speaking of which,
zero.
yeah, Inea will have dismissed any remaining howlers too. Once they ran off with, once they'd harried the white wolf away from us. Because she doesn't really want to risk them any injury, even if it's, relatively easy for them to heal it. especially on that plane. She's not wanting to do that. So that will have been a thing. I meant to say that and got distracted.
Indeed. In the small amount of time in your Hispo form, the lethal damage fades away. You are completely regenerated, Alice. And this close to the incarnate, which is the closest thing that werewolves have to gods, your rage returns in full.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I'm full of rage.
Oh, yay.
I'm full of rage.
But that, I think, should do it for tonight. And you guys are awesome and alive.
Yeah,
Yay.
none of us died. Yay.
Which is very damn surprising, but here we are.
Yeah, I was fully expecting at least one of us was going to bite the bullet.
Right.
Like, oh God.
Yeah. I came really close.
I think
Yeah,
you came
let's-
as close as you can. They're like,
and
there's
not,
no
and
death
not
blow.
do it. Yeah.
Rage. But Alice, just in case, like if I can't make it next time, her default is to follow along as a puppy or, her doggy self.
Big pupper.
Yeah, just kind of trot by Inea, who seems to smell more like wolves than anybody. So
Yes,
Yeah. It's,
Yeah.
yeah.
of course. And of course, if you're not here,
They can always take your place.
that's exactly what it sounds like.
Just like this the whole time.
Uncanny.
It's so uncanny. They sound just like you.
Mm-mm.
This was a triumph. I'm making a note here.
Huge success.
Huge success.
I actually kind of want to hear what this sounds like. Hold on.
How does this sound? Is this a creepy doll?
Oh my God, yes.
I am a creepy doll.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
don't do that.
I'm going
Don't-
to save
don't
that
do
for
that.
somebody else's avatar. But
Oh
whatever.
no. Okay.
You sound like a Vocaloid.
Uh-huh. Yeah, no. Don't do that.
Okay. I'll try not to. Well, this was
When
fun.
you do, definitely
Ready.
draw out your words. Just be like, I'm a creepy doll.
Oh my god.
So I watch a lot of ghost hunting shows, and they have some equipment that brings voices through, and it's usually in radio static. But whenever a child's voice is what comes through, that's what it sounds like. That one right there.
I want to be your friend.
No,
Yeah, it's perfect.
You
It's
got it.
perfect.
that's it.
On that
Yes.
note, I'm taking my chicken shit ass to bed. Thank you. I've had
Okay.
enough.
All right. Good night, guys.
Yeah.
Good
You don't need that
night.
negative fuel.
This was
Good
great.
night.
Fantastic. Thank you, guys. Good night.
Good night, y'all.